Talk about why understanding the profession is important when you're going to be representing somebody in the healthcare field.
Sure. So let's look at, say there is something that's involving any piece of equipment in a nursing environment, in our environment, because we're the end users of everything. Let's just say it's the Pyxis or the Omnicell. The attorney or the legal team or the judge that you're speaking to, do you think that they know what the word Omnicell is or Pyxis? No. And now, so is it important? So maybe your attorney's not a lawyer, but then that attorney needs to make sure that they have a legal nurse consultant in their practice, or they're consulting an expert nurse. So nurse attorneys have a wider lens, right? I look at, when I'm helping a legal team and a nurse, who the investigator is, if the attorney, even within the regulatory agency, is a nurse attorney. Now, I've not really seen a lot of that, or the judge, oftentimes not a nurse, but my language or the language that is used is different. Let's go back to the Omnicell and the Pyxis. If the nurse is not an investigator, that's something immediately that clues me in to anything that is written to that person in a response, in a rebuttal, will have to involve defining what is a medication dispensing machine. I'm not using the word Omnicell or Pyxis, because that's not appropriate. The language needs to be broader and written in 5th or 8th grade language, because who's my audience? Lawyers are oftentimes very thankful that I can provide that nuance, because it also comes down to a workflow. Oftentimes things nuance that I can bring in. The attorney who's not a nurse may not know those nuances. So to your point, it is very important that, and I'm going to even take this down another little rabbit hole, because the first thing that I tell a nurse and an attorney, is you better buckle up and get real involved in your case, because you don't just hand this over, just like you wouldn't just hand over your medical care to the doctor, like, hey, doc, thanks, go ahead and just manage me. No, buckle up, explain stuff. Who knows the medical record better than you do, or the instance? No one. Absolutely. No one knows all of that. So having a nurse attorney, having an expert nurse is very important, very, very important. Oftentimes, it's almost like what we could relate to as like the grief process. Say when someone dies or something bad happens, it's like that paralyzed, I can't do anything. Then they start moving through these processes, and sometimes I have to pull them. I'm like, nah, we're in, I'm so sorry, you'll have to come back to that phase, but you got to start acting now. But it is a process.